Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Designs, and I'm your boy Lulua Mark. We are here with another project, and we're using Revit for this one here. Today we want to learn about extrusions. Basically, this is the purpose of this video. We're going to learn extrusions because extrusion is one of the things that disturbs people a lot when they are facading, and the extrusion can really be helpful when you are doing complex facading. So today we want to learn how you can best achieve your complex designs using extrusions. And I have opened my Revit. This is Revit 2026. It is the latest version. If yours is not 2026, you don't have to worry because they can still produce the same work. So if you want to start a Revit project, you just come to this new button. I'll click on this new, but of course when I see here it doesn't give me the architectural template, so I'll just click on the browse. From the browse here, I'll click on this preview button so that it takes me to this menu where you see languages. So I'll click on the English, I'll open it. From here I'll look for this default metric, then I'll open it. Now from here I can simply click OK to open the default metric, and this will give us the Revit or the architectural template. Actually, this one will give us the architectural template, which is going to be the work interface we need. So yeah, this is the architectural template that we need, and from here we're going to create something simple. I will not do a lot of settings here because our target is only to create how to do extrusions, or how to create extrusions. So the first thing you are supposed to do is to create a wall, or to create a simple house. So I'm going to just go to my architecture, then I'll select the wall. I'll select the wall architecture. I'll edit this wall quick. If you want to learn how to edit the wall, you can check through some of the projects that we have done, but for today's purpose I may not really explain so much how to edit wall. So I'll simply come to edit, I'll duplicate, I'll say this is main wall, our main wall. Then I'll just say okay, I'll edit, I'll come to here, I'll insert, I'll change this to finish 1, then this to finish 2, come to this, I'll bring it down, then this one I'll put it 180, then this first finish I'll make it 10, this one I'll make it 10. So this is basically just creating the wall structure. So the structure here is going to, I'll just search for brick, look for brick, that is the common brick. Okay, and then here I'll say okay, let me just do here white color. Guess white will work. Clad white, gypsum board. Anyway, let me just do that white color. Then down here, let me also do the white color. I'll just say okay, apply. Okay, now I have the wall, so I can simply start creating a wall. I'll come to this tool, this rectangle tool, to create a simple rectangle house here. You escape so that your mouse does not disturb you. So when we come to our 3D, I remember telling you in some of the projects that when you want to see your 3D, you just come to this house house logo, you click on it, it will open this in your 3D. So now this is the 3D of what we have, and it's just looking like lines, but if you change this to shaded, you should be able to see something like that. You can change that from this visual style, which is down here. So you should be able to see a box like that. And then of course we want to really make it look like a house. So I'm going to create for it a floor. I'll come to my architecture, I go to flow, architecture flow. Then of course here I think I'll just go with this generic flow. I'll come to this pick line so that I can pick the exterior sides. I'll give it an offset of 500 so that I can have a floor like that all around the house, just like that, just like that. It's a simple house. So we have created a floor for the house. Now I'll need to create let me see the size of the wall. The walls are really so high, so I'm going to select all of them from 3D, select all instances visible in view, then I'll change their height to, let's just say 4 meters. For this purpose we can do 4 meters, it doesn't matter because we are not really creating a serious house here. We just want to learn how to do extrusion. And then of course now in the top part I'm going to also create a floor to close it up so that we can create, or we can just simply do roof. We can do roof for it here. So the roofing, I think we can do it in the second level, which is this. In your floor plan in the project browser, which is on our right, you'll be able to see these levels. There's level 1, level 2, the site. These levels are automatically created by Revit when you are starting a project, but of course you can customize them. But if you want to learn how to customize, you check some of the videos we have created. So we're going to do a roof, a simple roof. I'll come to the architecture, then I'll go to roof. I'll use the roof by footprint, or even better still, we can now do roof by extrusion, because today we're going to learn about extrusion. So I can start by creating a roof by extrusion. So let me just close this. Now I'll escape so that I can start. I'll go to my 3D. Now that we want to create a roof by extrusion and we're learning extrusion, we're going to create a circular roof. Okay, a roof that is a little bit curved, right? We want to create a roof that is a little bit curved. So you come to your architecture, you go to your roof, you say roof by extrusion, and then here it will ask for plane. So you will pick a plane. I'll just check this as it is. I'll click OK. The plane is going to be just any random surface of the wall. Now here it has selected the level 2, which is okay for us. I'll just say OK. Now here you can start designing or creating your roof. So I'll use this one here. I'll use this. I'll click from one point to the other, just like that. Then I'll draw a kind of circular, semicircular shape. Let's say the angle is 45. Let's just do 40 like that. Then I'll escape. So now when I click OK, I should be able to see something like that. You see that? That is the kind of roof we have created. And if I edit this roof, when I click on it, I come to edit type, I can duplicate it. I'll say roof, just like that. Then I'll edit and give it material. Of course, the thickness I can just say 15 millimeters thick. Then when I go to category, when I look for roof, let's see what they give us. There's this one here, there's this, I guess. Then okay, let me just apply. Okay, apply. Okay, now the roof is there. As you can see, we have created roof for our house using extrusion. I guess this house needs a door so that we can really see what we are doing. So I'll just browse through design Revit. Let me just look for Revit libraries. Then I can pick any door, really any door. Let me just double click on this, upgrade model so that it can load into our project. Then we wait for it to load. As it is loading into the project, we wait for it to load. My computer has been set to dark mode. That's why you're seeing everything here is in dark mode. If you're seeing yours in a light mode, you don't have to worry. So here I'll just click on load into project so that I can load this door into my project. That is how you can load Revit objects from external source. These doors are downloaded from Beam Objects, so I can simply place it here. This house is really big, so huge. You can see the door is even looking so small. So the door is here, as you can see. Now you can see the door is here, then our roof is here, and this roof has been created using extrusion. So this is how you can create a roof by extrusion. You can also do something really unique. Let me just delete this off, and perhaps we make these walls gray, because this white one, I think, may not really, I don't know if it is appearing well for you. Anyway, let me just now create another roof by extrusion. Come to architecture, you go to roof and you select the roof by extrusion, and still the plane is there. You click OK, you come and pick, and it will pick for us the level where we have clicked. You click OK. Instead of this one, this time I'm going to use I want to use this one here, spline, to create a roof. So I'll click on this, then I'll bring it here. I'll create something like that, something like this, something like that, something like this. So let me just cancel that. I'll cancel, or you can click on escape. Then when we click OK, you should be able to see a roof that is uneven like that. See that? If you want to create a unique roof that is having so many slopes, so this is how you can create it. See that? Yeah, that is roof by extrusion. So when you're using extrusion, you can create any kind of shape you want, and you'll be able to achieve those unique facades. Now, after the roof, we can do something else. Let me just delete this roof off. Then we want to do another extrusion. This time it is not going to be roof, but we shall create let's say you are just doing your facading and you want to create some unique shape using extrusion. So I'll just come to architecture. This time we shall go to components. You click on this drop down You come to model in place, you look for generic models, which is here, and then you click OK. Then you can rename it, let's say extrude 1. Extrude 1. So here you select extrusion. Of course, there are also void forms. There's void extrusion, but for now we are selecting this extrusion here. After selecting it, you come to this set. When you click on it, it will still bring you back to this interface. I remember showing you this interface when we were doing the roof, and it was showing the same interface where you can tick on this pick plane. When I click on it, it will give you that, it will start highlighting on the wall surface. So now when I click on this, I should be able to have my plane picked. When I click, actually after selecting the plane, before you tick, you should now draw the extrusion. Now I'm going to draw something using, let's say we're using the rectangle still. So I'm going to just draw something here like that, just like this. Then we can now click OK. So now after clicking OK, I can decide to just drag it all the way this side. See that? I can drag it like that and like this. When I finish, I should be able to have something like this. You see that? Now it has gone through the house. It has gone through the house. It is all the way the other side. And of course, when you click on it again, you can reduce or increase. For example, if I bring it all the way this side, it can cover the entire house like this. You can decide to bring it all the way this side. You can bring this one all the way this side, and the entire house will be hidden, or it will be just inside the extrusion. Now let's try and do something. Let me come back to extrusion. Then I come to architecture, components, model in place. Let's say generic models. Then I can rename it. Let's say void 1. I'll come to void extrusion. So I'll still pick a plane. I'll pick that plane. Now I'll come to my rectangle. Let me see what we can achieve. Let me just draw a rectangle there, just like that. Then I click OK. Then you rotate it a bit. Let me draw something like this, like that, all the way to the other side, and finish it up and see what we have. They say some void of this family do not cut through anything. Okay, I'm going to still delete. So let me just click on it. Then I come to this, let's say cut geometry. Let's see there. Let's do that. It is not accepting. Cut geometry. Okay. Let me select this one. Okay. Now it has cut around here. That is, let me see. Let's, if you come to edit in place, if I change this to void, I should be able to see a void extrusion. It's still disturbing. It is still disturbing. Okay, let me change it back to solid. So I'll click on this. I'll say yes. Click on that. Then I'll say edit in place. Yeah, it has gone back to what we have. So I was actually trying to create a void from this instead of dragging it like this. Now you realize after opening this, it actually, the void cut the wall instead, because it was refusing to cut the extrusion itself. It decided to remove this wall that we created here. But basically you can achieve a lot with extrusions like that. Now if you want to, of course, now you will not want to just create something that is covering even the entire interior of the house like that. So you can decide to do something like this. I can just say I want this one to be up, maybe I bring this one up here like that. See this? I can even cover the whole of the roof like this, then like that. It can help you as like here we can even use it as a ceiling. You can decide to create it as a ceiling. Of course you can also give it material. You come to edit in place, you click on it again, you come to this category where they say material. You can give it any material you want. For example, if I look for tiles, or when I say ceiling, and I look for ceiling, it can give me ceiling tiles there. I click OK, I finish it. So when you come here, you'll be able to see the ceiling tile. You see that? My display is really affecting me. I can't see things well. So you can see that I can even decide to cover this part that has been deleted. This wall part, I can decide to cover it with the extrusion. Now you can also decide to edit the profile. For example, if I click on the extrusion, if I come to edit in place, then I click on it again, I come to edit extrusion, I can be able to edit the profile. Now that it is both here, I can decide to create something else with it. So I can just create something down here. I can extend it down like this. Then at this side, I can also extend it down like this. Then I'll come to this trim slice extend to corner. I can extend this to that part up there. Then this one, I'll extend it to this part down here. Then I'll delete this one off. I'll delete this one off. Then I can trim this one. I bring it to here. I trim this. I bring it to here. Then I'll just delete this part off, just like that. Then of course now when I click OK, this Revit is complaining. I guess we have double lines somewhere. There must be double lines somewhere. So let me just create another line here. From here to the other side, just like that. I hope it will not complain this time. When I click OK, it is still complaining. cannot have overlapping lines. That means some lines are not linked up somewhere. You make sure the lines are always linking up. Let me see. Let me trim. This one is linked up. 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 So I don't understand which lines are overlapping really. I don't see any overlapping lines here. It is this part. I guess there must be two lines here. Let me just try and delete one and see. Yeah, there are two lines here. So I can just now click on this and extend that. Click OK to be able to accept. When I finish, I should be able to instance of the place family is not cut in host. Yeah, okay, understand. So now it has generated something really weird here. Let me just delete that off because I don't know what that is, but what we wanted to create is really this one down here that has been created. This is the profile that we are creating. Let me just change the color, edit in place. Then here I can just change the color. Maybe let me just change it to something a little bit darker so that you can see. Apply. Yeah, now you can see what we have done here. I don't know if this one makes sense to you, but really extrusion helps you to create those shapes that you can't create with the wall tool. Though you can use the wall tool to do this, but extrusion makes it really fast. And I can decide to do something like this. You come to architecture, components, model in place, look for generic models. You can either name it or you don't. So I'll just leave it like that. Then I'll come to extrusion. I'll go to set plane. I'll say pick a plane. Okay, the plane is still the wall, that wall. So now I want to draw a design on this side of the house. So I can let me just do something like this. Let's say we're using the spline again. I'll create some weird shape on the house, just like that. Then I can come to offset. I'll say I want you to offset this. Let's just leave it at 100. I'll just come to this line. I'll pick it there. I'll offset it. And I'll come to this other line. You make sure you close them up. You close them up like that so that it will not complain. You close this one up just like that. Then of course the material you can give it anything you want, just that. Okay, then you see something like that. Let me just finish it up. You see that it has created some kind of weird shape. Then if you want to increase the thickness, you can drag it the way you want. Extrusion will always give you the freedom to draw what you want. You see that? So you can draw something like this with the extrusion. See that? Some weird design, but of course now With this you can create anything you want. You can create the kind of facade you want. You can do a lot of things. Let's try one more, I guess. Components, model in place, generic models. Okay, we're going to still set a plane. We shall pick a plane, and the plane is still the wall. So this time I want to create a still extrusion. I'll draw something there like that, and then I want to let me use this circular shape to just draw some random shapes here on the wall, so that you understand what we can achieve with extrusion. So something like that. You see that? So you can achieve this in extrusion. You can achieve a lot more than the usual facade that you have been creating. So I think this can do it for this video. Our purpose here was basically to understand how to design things using extrusion, and I believe with this you must have picked something. And if there's any question you want to ask me, please leave it in the comment section. I'll be able to answer it, or I'll be able to create a video for that. So yeah, that is it for me today. If you appreciate this video, please give us a like, subscribe, and watch more of our videos. You can share it with your friends as well. And of course, from me now, I'll see you till in the next project. Thank you.